Good morning everybody, welcome to another video. As you can see behind me and probably recognise, back down the Y today. Bit of a surprise when I got here because it's come up a good foot overnight since I checked it when I went to bed about 10 o'clock last night. I was up at 4 to get here for first light, and yeah, a bit of a shock when I got here, I have to say. However, I was thinking we could walk out on this beach, do a bit of trotting over here. That's the plan for the day. I say we, my friend James is going to be here as well soon. However, the beach is very underwater, as you can see. It is dropping. It's certainly trottable along here, so that's not a problem at all. Got my gear out in the water, as you can see over there. It's a little bit on the wonk, but the best I could do is very rocky ground under here. The best I can do, and we might have a move anyway, perhaps downstream at some point, so we'll have to suck it and see, really. Well, this is a stretch I visited and got a few videos and caught lots and lots of small chub, along with a few barbel and some nicer chub as well. Thought I'd come and give it another go. As I say, we're trotting, so I'll quickly run you through the gear, my standard trotting gear for those of you who normally watch the videos. Now, what I've got with me is my Tournament Pro 15-foot rod. Slight difference in the reel front. As you can see, I have a Daiwa 125N on there. This is its first outing. Well, for me, it's a second-hand reel, bought it off eBay for the princely sum of £20. I can't complain at that. My mate used to have one of these when we were kids. I had an Abu and he had one of these, and I've always wanted one, and Daiwa don't seem to make them anymore, so I bought a second-hand one. Seems in pretty good nick, so we'll give it a go. I've got 021 Reflo Power mainline, Drake alloy stem stick float, dome top, so we can see it a long way down the run. This is a 4 gram. I've got that cocked with a 4 gram Drennan Olivet there, and it's between a couple of gripper stops, so I can move that up and down the line should I wish, because it's a sliding Olivet. Got a matrix hook length swivel there, quick change. Hook length is made from Drennan fluorocarbon suplex in 019, which is about £5. I've got a Drennan Y-gate specialist hook on there. Baits today I've got with me, we'll go through in a minute, we'll get out there and we'll have a go. So baits I've got with me on my bait waiter, as you can see. It's got a mixture of pellets, different sizes and shapes from 6, there's the odd 8mm in there as well, mostly 6 down to 2.3mm. Got all sorts of everything in here. I'll put all the details of the gear and the baits and everything in the description if you want to look a bit more closely into it. My hook bait of choice is going to be good old luncheon meat. This is actually bacon grill because it stays on better. And I've got a couple of pints of hemp here as well. Carbon Baits hemp, which I've been sprinkling in just for the last sort of 15-20 minutes. Right, I can't wait for this. Get a bit stupid o'clock in the morning to come fishing. Now, it's from previous experience, I reckon I was fishing about 4 foot in here last time. However, it's obviously about a foot deeper than it was last time I was here. So, let's try that. I think that'll run through no problem. As I mentioned, we got lots and lots of small chub in here last time I was here. Pretty much every single run through. So, I'm not sure what will happen this time. As I say, we've had a big influx of water overnight, so who knows. I may well switch back over to my Abu 506 as well if I'm not getting on with this reel. Never used one before, so we'll see. And that's gone right through this time. Oh, and a bit of a dip there. Maybe it was the bottom. Right, well, I run through without a bite, which is not what happened to me last time I was here. I bite pretty much every time last time I was here. Let's deepen up a bit. Just trying to suss out the depth really. We'll keep getting deeper until we're tripping bottom. I'd like to get the meat down close to the bottom. Getting on for 6 foot deep there, so I think we might be dragging at that, but we'll see. And that looked like a bite. I have to say, it's not particularly warm stood here. I'm wondering if this rain that's gone through is a bit cold. It's not going to do the fishing any good at all if it is. There we go. What's this? Oh, blimey, there's leaping out behind me. Well, we're in. First fish of the day. First fish on this reel. Doesn't feel huge. I think it's a chub. It's kiting in like a chub. It's one of these smallish chub I was catching lots of last time. There we go. Oh, it's not a bad start, is it? Determined to give me a beating. Come on. Blimey, that wasn't coming out. There we go. Back you go. Fantastic. First fish of the day. Wonderful. Now, if you've not seen the previous video, I'll stick a link up there. You can go and have a look at it. But, yeah, I caught one of them pretty much every run through when I didn't catch something bigger. Caught perhaps a dozen nice chub as well and 3 barbel. But yeah, there was lots and lots of those in the last session. I was catching lots of them from the off, and I'm not this time, so maybe a bit different. I did find as well there was barbel sat in this gully here, although most of the time they were ignoring me, ignoring the bait. And that was a bite. There we go. This feels slightly better. Oh yeah, this feels better fish. When I was holding that back, then he certainly liked me holding it back. They're all trying to head for that willow you can see over there. In here, actually, he's given up a bit now. I don't think he's as big as I first thought. Not beasting me, certainly. We're getting some bites, that's great. It's the first battle. Oh, it's a slightly better fish. God, it's flow. Wow. There we are. Wonderful, lovely, fresh looking fish as well. Excreting a load of algae. Clearly they've been eating that. That's great. Brilliant. Well, what a session already. Fantastic. Now about, I don't know, 20 or 30 metres down below me, there's a bit where it shallows up. So there's almost 2 distinct sort of swims here. I think I may fish here for a bit and then perhaps move down there and fish beyond that gravel ridge, because I need to be about 6 foot deep running through here. But then at 6 foot deep, it's the float doesn't want to run across that gravel ridge even when I really hold back hard. So it may be worth going and actually standing on that gravel ridge in a bit. And fishing just down below. Well, we got all day, here all day. So plenty of time to have a bit of a move and stuff. Always like to start off upstream as well, really. Because obviously the bait's then wafting down the freebies. There we go. God, that really hit that. I held it back. Lots of head shakes. I think it's a chub. Looks like a decent one though. Well, they do keep fooling me today. Oh, that's a nice one. No monster, but very welcome. I think probably the biggest one of the day. Yeah, definitely the biggest one of the day. Fantastic. That's wonderful. Cracking. Well, holding it back is certainly working today. Could do with being a bit further out in the water, really. We'll perhaps have a move around in a bit. If I could get a bit further out, a bit more behind the float, I could hold it back a bit easier without it dragging in. Well, they certainly do seem to be responding to holding back, holding the float back. Well, this feels a nice fish. Certainly trying to get into that snag over there. It's got a bit of weight to it. I think it's a chub, but it feels a good one. It is a chub and it is a good one. He's sort of given up now. I'm getting through to some bigger fish now, which is great. Yeah, that's a proper one. Big white mouth. Come on. That's a proper one. Wow. It's been in the wars, but wonderful stuff. That's fantastic. Mouth full of lunch and meat. There we go. Fab. So guys, James is here. Just having a chat with him. I think we're gonna share this swim trot here for a bit, and then perhaps have a little move down as and when, depending on how things go. I definitely think it's worth persevering in this gully here. There we go, look, first run through. So I don't really want to fish too close to that snag. Down there with float gear. God, this water really is not very warm. Blimey. Well guys, plenty of chub so far, but no barbel as of yet. I say I am not surprised at all. Stood in this water. It's it's proper chilly. But you know, this river does drain the Welsh mountains, to be fair. I'm not at all surprised. You know, chub less bothered about the temperature than barbel. But who knows? They've been playing hardball lately. A friend of mine, Harry, fishes down here. He's been down here for a few days, and he was saying it's been tough going, and he's been ledgering in a few decent swims that he knows, and he's not exactly struggled, but it's not been prolific at all, and that's before this flush of rain. So we'll see. You can only fish the conditions you've got, can't you? And I'm certainly not complaining. Catching some nice chub on the stick float. There we go. This feels a better fish. No, this feels a little bit barbely. I'm not sure. Sort of given up a bit. It's staying deep like barbel do, but now it's shooting in like a chub. No, it's a chub. Had me fool for a minute. Had a bit of weight to him. Just staying really deep. Fooled me. Still, he's a nice one. God. Wonderful stuff. That's cracking. Absolutely fantastic. Blimey, wanted that. There you go, chap. You had me fooled. Just did what barbel do and just stayed really deep, but didn't feel huge. It just stayed really deep. Just give me a massage on my legs. There we go. Oh, hello. Looks like another decent fish. Ooh, hello. God, there's some power in that flow. Blimey. I think it's a chub. Just felt a head knock and it's coming in a bit too easy to be a barbel. It feels like a decent one. God, fab. God, scrap. A lovely fish. God, yeah. Judging by the size of his head, he's a clonker. Oh, good blimey. Yeah, it's the biggest one of the day. Definitely. That's about that. It's got to be about £4, that has. Certainly. Good for, I should say. Wonderful. God, that was way down. Quite a long way through that time. Feels like another reasonable fish. Oh yes, another nice fish. Wonderful. Oh, that's another nice one. Fab. This is cracking. Wonderful. Back you go. God. Well, swimming is definitely snowballing. It's definitely picking up. I'm just saying to James, I'm getting a bite of cast now. I'm not eating them all. I'm missing a few, but certainly a bite of chuck. Yeah, that's about where that gravel ridge is. Just going down the other side of it there. I think we should spend a few hours here and then move down and stand on that gravel ridge, to be honest. Yeah. Yay! You're going for that snag. Out.
Nice to give him a bit of stick and then you got £8 line on.
Yeah.
Stuff there. Just sat just behind that back of that gravel up.
Yeah. Was he in a proper scrap, isn't he?
Yeah. Anything Darby's and bends his rod right over anything. This one might beat me up a bit when I try and grab hold of it. I think it's the last one, but right in the scissors. Okay.
Sorted.
Chub.
That's all right. So guys, James had a go. Had a cut of the chub. A couple of nice chub. The little ones seem to have disappeared for now. I'll probably start catching them again. I'm going to persevere, I think, in this gully at the moment because it's quite dark, as you can see. And there was certainly barbel in here last time I fished this. The one and only other time I fished here. There was certainly some barbel in this gully. So I think I'm going to persevere for now, and then we'll perhaps have a move further downstream as the day wears on, because at the moment it's in full sun downstream, so I don't think that's going to help particularly with the fishing. But in here we can trot in the shade. There we go. God, this is pulling. Yeah, let's try and get that snag. Well, it's been a bit of a wait for this bite, but it feels a better fish. And it's trying to get into that snag desperately. I think it's a chub again. I'm sure it's a chub. I'm not had to give any line yet, but certainly knows where the snags are. Could hear voices then. I thought the first canoe that yes, it is the first canoe of the day.
The maritime, isn't it?
Yep. Get this fella in. Flotilla coming down.
Good scrap.
Yeah, nice fish.
There's a lot of weed there.
Yeah, picking up lots of algae, aren't they? Oh, it's a nice fish. How's about that? Wonderful. A cracker. Fantastic. Definitely think a move might be on the cards. It's not happening up here anymore. James is trying a bit further down, sort of beyond that snag over there. Don't know what that was that jumped out. James just looked round. I'm guessing a salmon, but I didn't see it. So it could well be a barbel. They do tend to jump in these stretches on the Y, I've noticed. I'm convinced they're a barbel in this peg. I think they're just sat in this gully, not interested at all. You persevere, but probably have a move shortly. There you go. This has been a long time coming. I was teasing that through. Again, I think it's a massive fish. And numbers of small fish are certainly not here like they were last time I was here. So, sort of going quite a long time without bites. Certainly maybe 20 minutes, half an hour since I had the last bite. This feels a decent fish. This is a nice one. A cracking fish. Certainly can't complain about catching chub of this stamp. Definitely. Fab. Wonderful. You wanted that, certainly. Let's give you a nice croak, don't they, chub? There you go, fella. Come on. Blimey.
Held that back and I thought maybe you can take it.
That's putting a pen in that rod.
Yeah, it is a bit. Chub, but...
I'll duck just in case the hook link goes. No, I lose all my teeth. I'll come out the way, actually, it's probably a better idea. Well guys, we had a bit of a move, as you can see. We moved a bit further down to fish a bit further down the run. There's this sort of shallower area in front of us here. So we've moved so we can fish beyond that without having to try and get the float up over it. James is into a nice chub, looks at it. Nicked in. Fab. Nice one, mate. About a yard further across was where I had a barbel. Last time I was here. I was going to say that's a bite.
You're obviously on that feed, loose feed that you're putting out. Alright, they've a bit.
They know where that snag is, don't they?
This is a better fish. It's got to be. It's just trying to pull my arm off. Get in there. That loose feed's obviously switched them on again, hasn't it?
Yeah. We probably disturbed them a bit getting out here, didn't we?
Mm. There's a lot of weed coming down on the floor. There's a lot of weed on the bottom.
No, he was doing this last time I was here. Just loads and loads of algae coming down all the time.
See the swans up.
Seems a better fish.
It does, yeah. Something better with bending the rod. Probably that bloody chub that early one with the damaged thing.
A barbel, is it?
Yeah. I thought so. Fighting like a barber. Then again.
Is it? I think it is. It is.
Or a flash of
It is. I thought it was. The way it was going for that snag, I thought perhaps it was. Landing that time.
Last.
I saw it a couple of times and I thought that's a bit dark, brassy, bronzy colour.
Like bronze, then it's good scrap.
I'll get behind him and you can drop him in. Got him. Nice one, mate.
First one of the day. Big one of many.
Brilliant. Right in the top bit. Got him, mate. Fab. Fantastic. First one of the day. Nice one, mate.
Thank you.
Fantastic. And that move's paid off straight away.
Yeah.
Brilliant stuff. Wonderful. Cool.
Back. Yeah. It's going to be alright.
Yeah, gone.
When we were last down here,
That's right.
yeah.
I think so. It's gone quite solid. But I think it's a chub.
I don't know, it's an open up big mouth, wind style of a mouth. It just don't go anywhere.
Yeah, just in that current.
They have a memory to
That's a decent one. Come on. God, a proper one. Blimey. Settle for that. Fab. Wonderful stuff. God, some weight on it as well. God, you wanted that. It's really heavy.
Right time
Ooh.
of year and it'll be pushing 4 or 5 pounds.
God, it's proper heavy, that is.
I don't mind catching chub.
Hello. Chub. God, feels like a proper one though. Oh, God, another. What feels like another nice chub. I think I'm gonna call it a day after this one. Gonna have some lunch. With white mouth open. Come on, chap. Wonderful. Another cracking fish. Right, it's time for some lunch, I think. We'll get this fella back. Have a bit of lunch. Oh, hello. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, it's a chub. Got a weight to it though. Oh, it's been a long time coming, this bite. It's gone very, very quiet. It's about 3 o'clock now. It's gone really quiet. I'm just debating whether to rest the swim for an hour or so. Probably will. It's gone really, really quiet. Obviously the best time of the day's coming. Nice one, isn't it? Great stuff. Hey, great stuff. Oh, hello. I think so. He really wants to get back in that snag. Gone straight over the other side when it realised it can't.
Beat it
They're funny, they're chubbed away. I can't get to one margin, so I'll get to the other one. Thank you. God, well, this one's lively.
We're literally fine. Anything you can
Yeah. There we go. Got wrapped around the tripod for the camera. Oh dear. Fab. Well guys, a bit of an update. It's quite slow. It's about 4:30 now, something like that. It's been quite slow this afternoon. Had the odd chub, maybe chub every half an hour or so, something like that. But yeah, no little chub really, no more barbel. James has had that one. Just hoping perhaps I'll switch on a little bit when the light starts to go. The hope at the moment. Eagle-eyed viewers will probably notice as well I have changed reels. My new second-hand Daiwa was starting to feel a little bit stiff. I think it probably needs a bit of lubrication and stuff, so I've taken it off. So I can take it home and give it a bit of TLC before I use it again. It certainly was a nice reel to use, I have to say. So guys, I've had a little bit of a temporary move, just up the gully a little bit again, just to try and wrinkle something out of this gully. James is just fishing below me, nearer the snag. Hopefully we can wrinkle something out. It's just started to rain, I think. Some big old black clouds come over. I just wanted to run through here for perhaps 10 or 15, 20 minutes maybe. Well, I'm on pest control again by the looks of it. Having all the little lads today. Never mind, it's nice to get some bites. Cracking condition fish too. There we go.
Yeah.
What's this? Oh, well. Yes, please. We might need it. I don't know. It might be a chub, but oh guys, I think we might be into a barbel. Oh, yeah, I think we are. This is not a chub. Yeah, I thought they'd be in here. I don't think this is a chub. No, this is not a chub, is it? He's doing his best to get down to that willow, and he's not gonna. I'm not gonna let him. God, he's getting me an absolute beating. It's been a long wait for a barbel bite. I'm nowhere near the landing net, but James is to the rescue. Blimey. He's determined to get down to that willow. Yeah. I just deepened off about another 6 inches, first run through. Really, really holding it back hard as well. Oh. He's not very happy.
Don't decide to go down there when you...
Oh, blimey. Well, he's no monster, but give me a right beating. That's right. Doing the usual trick when they see the landing net. Oh, blimey. Come on. Thanks, mate. Wonderful. There we go, guys. Very angry, as you can see. Wonderful scrap as well. Lovely condition fish. Fantastic. Right, let's get it straight back. Thanks, mate. God, gone. The move paid off, certainly. As you can see, I've just gone to put another jumper on because it's proper cold stood in here. Oh dear. I guess obviously we're getting a bit later in the year. It's certainly not warm stood here, and as the temperature drops off as well in the air, it's proper chilly. We're getting that way. It's nice to have a barbel after having lots and lots of chub all day. It's just trundling the bait through. Really, really slowly. Just holding back as far out as I can get, really. It gets deep quite quickly here. So it's about as far out as I can get. Well, that's pretty much the middle of the gully anyway, where I can hold back. Literally. Along there. A little bit over depth, which is well, I need to hold back really hard. If I don't, and the float drags under. So when I'm holding back, the line is, rather than coming through like this, it's an angle, and the bait is forwards. Because you've pretty much got a tight line as well to the bait, you can feel the bites quite often. Certainly when these little chub come and snatch it. It's oh so quiet. Doo doo doo. Doo doo doo. It's oh so still. Doo doo doo. Doo doo doo. And then you hook a barbel. Doo doo doo. And it charges off into the snag. Oh, I'm in. I thought I had a snag. Whoa! Yeah, I think I fouled up to salmon. Unless I actually did hook it. Well, guys, I don't know if you saw that. You can see far enough downstream, but I thought I'd got the bottom. couple of times, and then I was trying to tickle the float past the obstruction, and I wound down, and suddenly the bottom's moving. So, oh blimey, what's this? And then salmon has just leapt out of the water, thrown the hook. I don't know if it was properly hooked or foul hooked, thrown the hook and landed right by James. Blimey. So guys, getting towards the end of the day. It's about 7ish now. Just coming up to 7 o'clock. Since I had that barbel a good hour ago, neither of us has had a single bite. Nothing at all. Chub have gone very quiet. Even the little chub, so we're just hoping to connect with some barbel. It's the best time of day for barbel, isn't it, really? So we're just hoping that we'll connect with some in the next sort of probably 45 minutes tops, more like probably half an hour we've got left. Being able to see the floats. There we go. Yeah. Trying to get my anti-reverse back on. Feels like a decent fish. I think this must be a barbel again. Trying to get under that willow. I only just cast back in. I sort of started again after a break. God. Wow. Oh my goodness me. Really haven't given this a bit more welly than I want to. I'm still giving line. Oh. Blimey. Oh, let's get a bit back. Wow, hairy stuff. An absolute beeline for that snag. I still can't do anything with it. Blimey. It's giving me absolute pasting.
After we've moved up into here, they've just been sat here all the time, and now decided to see.
Yeah, I think they're just switching on. God. Winning a bit, I think. Line's complaining. So hairy when they go charging off down to that willow. Just to give them a bit more I wanted, really. Oh, what a scrap. God, blimey. Pretty unexpected after we spent now just saying that we'd had a bite for about an hour, have we, between us?
It's been really quiet.
Well, there are no monsters in here, but you wouldn't want them, would you, on this gear in here? Nah, you wouldn't stop it getting over there. Got him.
Nice.
Thanks, mate. Cracking. Gotcha. Oh, God, my heart's racing. I saw it shivering as well. It's so cold. I hadn't took my anti-reverse off, so it was I couldn't get it off. So you know it's like when you're at it, it's like when they're pulling, it's really hard to get your hand to reverse off. Oh guys, he's had a bit of a rest, so he's a bit lively. We'll try and have a look at him before he disappears. Another very angry fish. Hopefully we can hold him up and have a quick look. It's going to be Avon, yeah. There we go. Wonderful stuff. It's absolutely cracking. Fantastic. Right, let's get him back. Well guys, I've had a little bit of a move. We switched round. After I had a couple of barbel out that run, I suggested to James that he went in there. So hopefully he can have another one before we go. It's getting pretty dark now. So we've just had a little switcheroo. He's not had a bite in here for a while, so I'm not expecting anything particularly to happen, but you never know. Whatever happens, we've had a cracking day. It's gone a bit quieter this afternoon, but an absolutely cracking day. Just so enjoyable. Just to stand waist deep in water, just trotting, although, as I say, it's been a bit cold today, I have to say. Oh, blimey. There we go. What's this? Chub, I think. Put him for scrap now. I think it is a chub. Right on scrap though. Fair play. Well, I see the same thing again in here. It's inching the bait along the bottom. Caught another lovely chub. No monster, but wonderful in the evening. I was going to say sunlight, but the sun's gone down. Fab. Back you go, fella. Well, we ain't got long left, I don't think. 10 minutes tops, I reckon, before we can't see. Right, I'm going to call it a day at that. It might look light on this camera, but I can assure you I can barely see this float now at about 20 metres. I am going to call it a day. An absolutely wonderful day down here on the White once again. A great catch up with my mate James. Caught plenty of chub. There's a couple of lovely barbel, and James had a barbel too, so yeah. A cracking day all round really, but yeah, definitely time to be getting home I think, and it's proper parky stood in here I have to say. Now I am out again in the week. I'm not sure exactly when, probably midweek, but for now thank you very much for watching. Really hope you enjoyed that half as much as I enjoyed making it. Tight lines, enjoy your own angling if you get out on the bank. Many thanks to the channel patrons for your wonderful support, and I'll see you all again very soon.